Welcome back everybody to another modded video. Today I'm going to be going over things you can only do with Mekanism and Create, as I don't really see them being used in tandem so often. These aren't in any particular order, just because they really can't be. So let's hop right into it. First off, any machine using fluids, you always want to use Mekanism pipes. They're more efficient optimizing wise, like for lag. They're faster and you never need to power them, so they are essentially always better. You can use Create harvesters to power biofuel generators for a great early game source of power, and you never have to worry about it. It just does its own thing, and you get electricity from it. You can use Mekanism's digital miner to bring zinc and coal up, so you can finally automate brass, which is not really possible in base Create unless you make a giant tunnel bore, which is obnoxious, slow, and inefficient. If you have ores and you're looking to multiply them to get more, the blank ores, like deep slate, whatever these are, you can use Create, which is more efficient, and if you have raw material like gold, zinc, copper, whatever, it is more efficient to use Mekanism, although Mekanisms is much harder to set up. Eventually, we'll run out of ores in an area using the digital miner, and you can set up a railroad to it and have it bring everything back to your base. Or if you have something that's dangerous or laggy, like a nuclear reactor, you can set one up to that too. You can use Create, Comparators, and Mekanism to automatically pick up full batteries and ship them back to your base, which is really useful if you don't have a quality of life mod like Flux Networks, or if you have a fusion reactor, which is making a little too much power for the regular cells to keep up with. You can set up an induction battery and have that automatically be mined and replaced with drills and deployers with schematics. This one's kind of broken. I need to rework it because it always breaks when the world reloads, because it doesn't recognize that this funnel needs to be down here for the mechanical arm, and it thinks it's up there now, and it needs to be down for it not to break itself. But yeah, whenever this is full, it'll put the full battery in there, and you can ship it wherever with the train. You can use Create's infinite draining with 10,000 blocks of liquid or more, and the max Mekanism pipes to get liquid out at an absurd rate. This is a max size Create tank, you can't make it any bigger. It is 2,304 buckets. It is like a fourth of what you need for infinite draining. And it's full. You can do this with vanilla liquids and Create liquids. You can't use it with Mekanism liquids, unfortunately, because they have a no draining tag. But if you have any other modded liquid, you can use that as well. It's just the pipes and the hose pulleys that are doing it. You can also use teleporters, quantum entangleporters, or QIO drives to really quickly transport things around your factory. You can use dimensional stabilizers to keep your machines loaded, and you can use ultimate bins to have a backlog of items. Like if you have a really efficient cobblestone farm and you don't want a giant vault, this is way more efficient. This is probably more efficient than the entire vault over there. I should really check. But on to the final one. Create is very fast at generating materials, whereas Mekanism is really fast at dealing with the materials, like processing them. If you hook up an incredibly fast Create mod cobble farm, you can do a whole lot with it. You can make pretty much anything you need. Especially with Mekanism's added processes, like you can turn cobblestone into gunpowder somehow, or you could turn it into netherrack or a bunch of other things. With just a simple cobblestone farm and Mekanism to process it and Create to process it, you can turn it into all of these items just from cobblestone. If you hook up a biogenerator to it, like the one from earlier, that tiny little thing, you can get all the dirt variants. And if you hook a wood farm up to it, you can get pretty much anything that needs andesite and wood. Brass and redstone are off of the table, so we are missing a few materials, but you can automate pretty much everything from the Create mod just with cobblestone and wood. And with Mekanism, you can do it incredibly fast. And that's about it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.